might go on a little tangent and just like looking at other things. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm on Amazon. And I'll be like, oh my God, it's such a ridiculous product. No one buy this. This isn't real.
What are you doing with your time, man?
Well, I'm at work. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Do you guys have like any particular items that you replace a lot because you lose them constantly?
Lose them?
Yeah.
Like socks?
No.
Sure, that's one of them. You constantly replace socks?
No.
How often do you replace your socks?
Only when they can start to get holes in them. Then it's time to throw them out.
So you don't have a dryer or a washer
No.
eating a sock or anything?
I might. I don't know. I don't keep them. I don't number them like A1, A2.
You don't. So you
B1,
have like, you buy
B2.
like the pack of like 6 pair that are all the same.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And just keep buying them. So the old ones where one gets left behind gets recycled with the new pack.
And I bet you don't even like keep up with which foot's which.
Oh no, they're all on.
What are you,
Like
insane?
They're all store brand.
You have to go
gold
to a...
toe, excuse me.
Oh, pardon me, monsieur.
You definitely cannot wear like I know what you're saying. There are some socks where first off, I've kind of fucked myself right now because I've bought the same socks from Costco because I know I can go to Costco like pretty consistently and get the same like brand or whatever of socks. And right now I have only black ankle socks. Only black ankle socks.
Oh my, dude, how are you going to live? Fuck.
Well, I'm just saying sometimes
So
black
when you go to
socks.
work and you put your leg up, you're showing a whole lot of ankle.
Well, sometimes I go to work in shorts, just like this.
Oh.
So
You suck.
showing
Fuck you.
plenty of ankle.
I wear shorts.
But yeah, I'll have like those socks that kind of remain. Like there's the couple when you do like the swap out, and then every once in a while you like get 2 pairs of socks, and one sock's good, and the other one's like thinning out at like the heel. You know, it's like you definitely cannot wear like uneven socks. You know, when you're I don't know, maybe does that bother you?
You can't do the
All the
Christopher
same.
Robin.
Huh?
All the same.
All the same? Doesn't
All the
matter.
same.
You can have like a toe poking through like one, and then just a great brand new sock like on the other foot. That seems like that seems like anarchy to me.
Your foot needs ventilation, dude. Sometimes you gotta let the big toe poke out. You know.
You have one foot that gets way hotter than the other.
Halfway through the day, you just switch socks. It's fine.
Don't wear socks.
Oh, you gotta wear socks.
You don't wear
don't.
socks.
No,
You don't have
I don't
socks
wear
on. What the
socks.
fuck?
No,
How
I
do your
never
Wait a
wear
minute.
socks.
How are you from the South and
This guy
don't wear
fucking
socks?
powders his balls because they get too sweaty, but he doesn't wear socks.
No. That was Chris. That wasn't me.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
How do your shoes not get like stanky as fuck, dude?
Because I do use foot powder,
That's
and I have odor eaters.
So you know how you solve both those problems? You wear fucking socks, dude.
No, because then I have to buy my shoes a little bit bigger, and it doesn't work out well because I don't feel the shoe on my foot. It's weird.
You gotta buy
It's-
them.
I fucking hate socks. I hate socks and underwear. They're abominations.
All right, this is.
Well, like I do the same thing with my boxers, right? Just buy all the boxers all at once. But my girlfriend pretty much does most of the laundry, 98% of it, and she certainly does all of like the folding and putting stuff away.
Yeah.
I have like a sock underwear drawer, and it's just a mosh pit.
Yeah, you just shove everything in there.
Literally just shove
You
shit
don't even
in
like
there.
roll them up and pair them off or anything like that.
Certainly
What's the
not
point?
rolling my socks out.
No point.
No.
They're Omni socks. You just grab 2 of the same one and go.
Yeah.
all you
Well,
gotta
but
do.
here's the thing. So I'm putting boxers, you know, I do like the boxer brief ones. So I had folded them up, and we're both in, you know, our bedroom just talking while we're doing some chore type thing. And so I start putting boxers away, and she's like, no. You're mixing up the colors. And I'm like,
Oh, please don't tell me she Roy G. Bibbs it.
Don't know what that means.
RGB is the color spectrum: red, orange, yellow, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. Well, so I basically my boxers come in blue, gray, and black.
Okay.
Right. And so all the ones that I bought, I don't know, 4 months ago, they're all gray, right? And my older ones were a mix of blue and black.
Okay.
And it just occurred to me that I haven't actually worn any of my new underwear in the last 4 months because I can never get through the entire blue pile. Right, all the new ones are in the back of the drawer, and the blue ones are up front. And I can't pull the drawer out and consciously reach for the boxers in the back.
Oh, so you just whatever's
I just
there,
keep grabbing the front pile,
which is constantly being recycled.
I'm just
recycling. You never work all
I'm
the way
just
through.
wearing those down
okay.
at quadruple the rate. I'm not those are starting to look like my socks with holes in them, and then I've got fresh underwear in the rear of the drawer that I just can't.
Well, you're saving them for later, dude.
See, that's why you don't fold them. You just have them all in a pile, and you just blindly reach in there like you're picking out a number from a hat, and you pick that one for the day. And
you go bingo, and fucking hopefully you find one where your wiener pokes through the front. And that's how you know you're a winner.
You uncivilized cretins. I swear.
What do you do, Chad? What do you do? What's your underwear storage situation?
First of all, let me go ahead and let it be known.
Well, he doesn't have socks.
Yeah, no, I have
so
socks.
He's got lots of underwear room.
Lots of
I
room
just
for
don't
it.
like to wear them. I don't wear them casually, but I wear them at work. And I've got socks and underwear that are older than everybody in here but me.
Well, that's
kind of gross.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But they hold up because I don't ever wear them.
The underwear?
Or the socks. Yeah. So
that's like saying you have an incredibly you have an awesome bottle of beer that you never touch.
You don't wait. You don't wear underwear either.
Most of the time, no.
Oh my god!
What?
I'm just saying, you are fucking you are like the Satan of Goodwill stores and shit, where somebody's gonna fucking wear those, and they're actually you are the manifestation of fear that is caused by buying used clothes, right? You're the one dude propelling that fear of regular people from buying used clothes because your balls are actually pressed up against your pants.
Yes.
Nasty.
Wow. But it is. But my underwear, most things that I put in a drawer, undershirts, t-shirts, things like that, they get rolled. That way there's no creases.
Your undershirts, you care about those?
No creases, but they're wrinkly as a motherfucker.
No, they're not. Literally, they get unrolled and just one good snap, and it's done.
Like a soggy rolled taco, you just snap that thing out.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, socks are matched because my big toe is not the same size as my little toe.
No shit.
The socks that I wear.
It'd be weird if it was. I'd want to see that.
I thought you were a hobbit.
I wouldn't want to see that.
No, you wouldn't. But so the sock, if you wear it for a full day at work, it begins to mold to your foot. It gets stretched out more where your big toe is.
Yeah, that's why you wash your socks.
Yeah, they come back, but not 100%. That's just the nature of it.
They're not.
I have
they're
a
not
maybe you
expensive.
don't. Maybe because you don't wear enough socks, you don't know that when you wash them, it shrinks back.
No, you can totally feel it. I can totally feel the difference. If I put the sock on the wrong foot, I can feel that extra bit of fabric over the little toe.
Your socks are too small, bro. I think you're not buying the right size.
You could label your socks like L and R. So left
No,
sock, right sock.
you could just
Big
look
toe,
at them and
big
tell.
toe, big toe, little toe.
Yeah.
You
could get leather form-fitting socks. You could wear them in the bathtub and they shrink your foot.
Literally be lederhosen.
Yeah, how many times do you have to wear your socks for it to be, this is now a right foot sock? Is it one time? Is it 10 times? 5 times? How many times?
It's pretty much after the first wear. If I'm wearing it a full day at work, yeah, I'll pretty much know. I'll take them off. They'll go in the hamper. I'll put them in the wash. Bring them out.
Okay,
after
well,
they
since
get
you don't
dry.
normally wear socks, when you know you're going in for a half day, is that a sock day?
Anytime,
Just I could get to work and back home without ruining these.
any time that I have to dress up and go to work, I wear socks because if I don't, somebody will say something about it because we have a dress code, and it's pretty rigid.
What classifies a special occasion for you to wear socks outside of work? Like weddings, bar mitzvahs, walking to the liquor store. Where are you?
Gay pride parade.
What's putting on? What constitutes putting on the socks?
Well, the event and the clothing that I'm wearing. Like,
and are these special socks? Or are these like fancy dress socks?
When he goes to get his asshole waxed,
Yeah.
that's when he puts on some socks.
Got like an embroidery right here.
No, they're
like a
just
dove.
they're usually not more than gold toes. You know, same thing.
You at least wore socks long enough in your life to kill half the hair up your calf.
That actually is that's an electrical incident that burned that hair off. That's not from socks.
Well, if you had socks, you would have
Yeah, I would have had a problem.
No, it's a static electrical problem, bro. That's why that was the day he gave up socks for the rest of his life.
Yeah, never again.
I thought I was going to be ridiculed today for wearing the man freeze, but no, it's the no sock thing that's getting me.
Oh,
today.
fuck you. But why do you have the... where's the flood? Where's the flood, man? Where's the water coming
It's
in
a
from?
rice patty.
Okay, look, he's not wearing. We don't have Thai fisherman pants sitting over there anymore. So
Yeah, but that's a close second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about you now, not him. What the fuck's up with the pants?
What? They're comfortable as shit. I'm telling you
Are
right
they?
now.
They don't look...
No,
they look
seriously.
horrible.
If you fly, if you fly a lot,
Do you fly a lot?
yeah, actually,
With no socks on. He's just trying to help the
That's the
TSA.
only way to travel.
He's just
there.
trying to help the
Yeah.
TSA,
Only
bro. Less clothing, the better.
Everybody's feet have stood in that one spot. When you fly, please tell me you wear socks.
sometimes yes. 'Cause it depends on where
Oh,
I'm
come
going.
on! So many people stand in the spot when they take their shoes off to go through security.
No, you have the pass. You don't have to do that. The Century Pass.
Whoa,
What about when you-
1%er.
Oh, looky dude. Look, no. I mean, flying back to Alabama, that's a 4-hour plus flight, depending on which way I go. I don't want to stand in line for an hour plus as well. I'm here. Here's my card. Here's my ID. Walk through the thing. I'm good. Let's go. Let's get on the damn plane and get out of here.
I was on Reddit and I saw this fucking funny ass joke. It was like, what are jokes that like black people say about white people? Okay. And it was like, I'm gonna butcher this joke now, but it was like so this is black people talking to themselves and like something about like, you know how you never associate with a white guy in prison because you know he's guilty.
Oh, yeah. Why do you never fuck with a white guy in prison? I don't know, because you know he's guilty.
Yeah, I was fucking dying when I heard that shit.
Oh, the truth stings.
Speaking of Reddit, did you see? I don't know if it was a today thing or if it's in the last couple of days. There's like the big anti-Donald Trump Reddit or subreddit movement going on right now. Like, looked like a bunch of them had been banned, and like there's enough with Donald Trump subreddits.
Oh,
and
it's
everything else.
enough Trump spam. That's the new
Yeah.
one. It made subreddit of the day, and like all the Trump supporters went to it and they tried to like bomb it. I don't know what the fuck happened with it. But yeah, I think it's about time that happens, because seriously, like, it's funny because if you go into Reddit without logging in, you don't see any of that crap. You see our funny, our pics, our all the good stuff, and you get in there and it's just crap for like 2 pages.
I don't ever see it. I hardly ever. The only time I ever see it is if I go to best of.
No, if you go to our all, it was all Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Just
Every third
garbage.
one.
Yeah, and I'm happy if it starts to go back to how Reddit used to be.
Yeah.
Or you could just, because I like to go in our all and just surf and look at the funny pictures and the memes and everything else. But when it was all just Donald Trump,
It's
garbage.
like, what's the point? It's like I skip half of it and then like I just go out of the app, which would actually promote. It would probably make Reddit want to get rid of it because it makes people not want to stay on the website as long, so they're hurting for revenue too.
Sure.
Like ads are going away.
That was definitely me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, because normally I would look through it every day, and then now it was maybe like once a week. And then I'd go on and see like one thing out of 25 posts that were actually not about Donald Trump and get bored and leave.
One thing that that is weird, I don't know if you guys see this, and I'm sure it's just them purposely doing this, but like in a lot of there's the subreddit politics, right?
Sure.
Which it's kind of interesting because politics should cover politics, but it doesn't. It's not going to. Their moderators on there are pretty strict, and they don't. They're never going to accept like all the Bernie for president type of stuff, Hillary for prison. You know, the Don or whatever it was,
The Donald,
which kind of again, I feel like the censorship never fucking works because all it does is push those people out into their own fucking echo chambers.
Sure.
Right? Instead of just allowing those people to be in, if you're going to talk about Bernie Sanders, it should be in fucking our politics. you're going to talk about Hillary, if you're going to talk about a politician, it should be in our politics.
Sure.
I don't know, to me, because that's where you're going to have the largest group of people who want to talk about politics, and you'll get that self-filtering. Versus if you just push all the people who are pro Donald Trump into their own sub, and 75,000 kids and adults and people go in there. I shouldn't qualify who the fuck's in it. I don't know. 75,000 people go and subscribe to
Trolls.
that shit. Then that shit flies to the top because they get ridiculous upvotes. There's nobody in. I'm not in our Donald to downvote it when I'm surfing, right? So I'm only seeing it when it comes to the top.
Maybe you should be.
I do. At this point right now, I'm subscribed to all of it. I subscribe to our Donald. I even subscribe to Hillary Clinton just to see what the hell is going on. I like to see the different countering points and watch people argue. But what I was going to get at was at least in politics, there's no voting anymore. Everybody has 1 point. That's it.
Yeah, so when they're in their own subreddit, it's all upvotes, no downvotes. But if it's all in one, then it can moderate itself.
Yeah, but in politics, it's not moderating. Like, they're not rewarding any type of dogpiling at all. There is no more votes. Everybody, the first comment has 1 vote. Every response on it has 1 vote. The next comment has 1 vote. Every response on it has 1 vote.
Nobody is doing anything out of fear for the ban hammer coming down, or they don't want to incite anything going on. They don't want to stir the pot. They just want to say their piece and be done with it.
But the thing is, you're not using the crowd to curtail the value of the comment. Then, if there's no voting,
you just have to hunt and find.
But that was the beauty of Reddit, right? It's like I could click on a post and somebody could tell a story, right? And be like, oh, Politico says that Hillary Clinton has a 75% favorability rating, right? And then like the first comment would be like plus 1,500, and it would be some guy who goes, yeah, because CNN owns Politico, which is best friends with Hillary, and of course they would pump this propaganda piece. And I would go, oh, okay, interesting, right? That's a valuable comment now. I had no idea that CNN owned Politico. And, everybody, the nickname for CNN is the Clinton News Network. And one of the main guys that works there, his wife was running for some sort of political thing in Hillary's campaign. So there's obviously a close connection there. But without the votes, then you're just back to a regular YouTube comment or Facebook comments where there's no weight behind anything. Every comment is as equal as every other comment, and that's just not true.
It's just communism. That's all that is.
It's communism. Yeah.
But yeah, I see your point, because it's the crowd. It's crowdsourcing information is what it does. Everybody blasts something. Everybody looks at everything, and then the most valuable piece gets pushed to the top. That's how Reddit works.
Right.
That's how the entire system.
The whole thing is supposed to work. Yeah, but they're becoming so PC. They're banning certain things. Something happened on there where they did ban a lot of the Orlando gay shooting stuff. I guess there was a lot of people who wanted to make a bunch of anti-Muslim stuff on there.
With that, they posted the Orlando shooting was about anti-Muslim, and one of the moderators went, this isn't what it's for. You're pumping, anti-Semitic, whatever, Muslim rhetoric, you're banned, get the fuck out of here. And then later on, people are like, why the fuck did you kick him out? That's actually true. People are reporting it. You're censoring Reddit to try to push your own agenda. So that one moderator made a judgment call. It happened to be the wrong one. This is from what I read. I don't know. He made the wrong one, and then the whole community reacted. They're why the fuck did you kick?
That moderator is Muslim, if I remember reading that correctly.
Really?
I think so.
Huh.
And it got nasty. It wasn't just, somebody said, yeah, this is what they're reporting. It's basically, as I read it, and I used the neutral he here. I don't know who it was, whatever. But he read the stuff and the comments being made and started kicking them out, banning people, cutting them out, deleting them, whatever. And people were like, hey, yo, you can't do that. That, respect all points of view. Respect all opinions. And the guy's like, I'm Muslim, fuck you.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's not how.
Well, you
Reddit's
can.
Go. Yeah, but
it's just
that's
fair.
censorship. That's what that is. That's censorship,
Exactly.
because he's taking his own point of the view and he's pushing it onto the. He's guiding the conversation, which the conversation is supposed to be everybody inputs whether it's good, bad, or neutral, and then let everybody decide what it is.
Yeah, that's what the voting is about. If it's a dumb post, then everyone can downvote it.
You
right.
go see it.
It's supposed to cater. My concept is that Reddit did an ingenious spin on the old school internet forum. Right? It's just a giant forum with a bunch of other forums on there, and I get that you want to have rules to your subreddit, because if your subreddit is about Nintendo DS, you don't want people on there talking about PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
This is for Nintendo DS. But then when you go but no one can talk shit about Nintendo DS. And it's like, okay, then what the fuck are we doing here? We're not having a conversation at all. We're having a circle jerk about Nintendo DS. We'll go make your own shrine at home and fuck off.
Yeah.
That defeats the purpose of the forum itself. Because it's no longer a discussion.
Yeah.
There is no discussion.
So what would be the smart thing to do would be, look, there's nothing to stop you from creating your own subreddit. So spin one up and call it The Real Politics or The Real News and moderate it the way you think it should be done.
I think that is the beauty of Reddit. But what I'm talking about is that there's an overall cascading effect that is coming from the Reddit at the top, right? The corporation, the head honchos are trying to make Reddit a fucking money-generating revenue source like any other social media. They want to be Facebook, right? They want to be Snapchat. They want to be Twitter. And that's just not what Reddit is. Reddit is counter fucking corporate America, in my opinion. It's all user-generated stuff. People,
it's owned by Condé Nast, right?
It wasn't originally started by
No, it
them.
wasn't. They bought it out.
The people who started it are basically gone. At least one of the main guy left a long time ago. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's annoying to me, and part of it is we have like a culture, and I don't really follow it, but I constantly hear it on different media sources. On fucking Facebag and Twacker, I hear him on podcasts. Even on the rare occasion that I watch the traditional media news sources, I keep hearing SJWs do this, social justice warriors are doing this. Everybody's offended. Apparently, college campuses are run amok with PC shit. Everybody's got to get their own fucking space, right? The Muslims have to get their own space to pray. The black people have to get their own fucking space. The Mexicans have to get their own space. Chicano studies there can't be white people in there, right? Because it's offensive to other Mexicans, and it's just like, what is this offensive shit? Fuck you. Fuck you. Seriously, if you're offended, fuck you. You should be offended. The world should not be whatever you've idolized in your own brain. It's not. The world is way different than what everybody thinks it actually is, right? Most of what we think we know is wrong. Whatever our expectations of the world that are out there is generally wrong, because we're just going off of a bunch of mental shortcuts. So to me, we should be constantly checked. There should be reality checks. We should see other people's opinions instead of trying to coddle everybody and say, you can't have people having their feelings hurt. If you're a Muslim and you're offended by somebody talking shit about your religion, well then maybe you don't believe your religion that much. That your whole fucking world can get shook and changed by a comment on the internet. That's going to shake your fucking foundation for your religious belief. Well, I guess it's not that fucking good. Maybe you should question it.
Be fair, one of the tenets is don't draw Muhammad. So if somebody drew a cartoon on the internet, that's going to offend them.
I understand, but that's them. That's their deal, right? I should still be able to draw Muhammad all I fucking want.
Yeah.
That's what I fucking want to do. Don't try to push your offensive, whatever offends you. I don't give a fuck. Don't try to make me feel like I should be offended by it.
That social justice warrior stuff, I know it makes Reddit, or people always talk about that's Tumblr is kind of the big thing, or a lot of social justice warriors or whatever are on there. But how much of that is really happening, and how much of it just makes the news because it enrages us when we see it?
I don't know how much of it's happening. I'm saying I keep hearing about it from different sources. that I just kind of like peruse through. You know,
Sure.
I see different clips where it's like a college dean is being fucking surrounded by like 50 to like 150 students, and they're just
That
going,
was here.
they're just going, "Wah, wah, 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 wah," and the guy's
here.
just walking. It's like, wow, you know what? Get the fuck off this campus.
It was San Diego State. I think this is going to be completely wrong, but somebody made some disparaging comments about Muslims or criticized Muslims on like a community board or on something within the college, and the Muslim community or just people in general, they were pissed that the dean wouldn't kick this person out, or that he wouldn't essentially censor this guy's free speech. And this is what the dean said. And so that was that scene that you're talking about. They surrounded him as he's like walking to his car or from his car, like screaming and yelling at him because they're offended or because someone else posted something offensive and he won't do anything about it.
Yeah, and that's the type of shit that makes me want to like form like an anti-offended fucking group, and we just show up to those places and beat the fuck out of people and just let them know what it's really like to be offended. Mace them. Yeah. No hands. Can't touch them. Mace the fuck out of them. And because the idea that you would censor somebody because you're offended, being offended is not a thing. It's not a concrete thing, right? It could morph. It could change. So if you're going to censor somebody for this offense because this offends you, well, then it can get pushed into anything. And then suddenly nobody can talk. Nobody can say anything because everything hurts everybody's fucking feelings. How about everybody just deal with their own fucking hurt feelings?
Well, it's kind of like the other side of that, too. There's a lot of people that get pissed off when people criticize what they say or what they believe. And so free speech entitles you to have your own opinions, but doesn't entitle you to not be criticized for those opinions.
Right. You have to deal with the consequences of whatever your free speech you choose to spout.
Yeah.
On both ends.
Or whatever you believe. Nothing should be off limits for criticizing.
Okay, and now we're seeing this like being really interjected into like the internet all over the place.
So nothing can be criticized or protested? Or nothing is off limits from being criticized or protested?
I think nothing's off limits.
Westboro Baptist Church is totally legit.
I'm not.
If somebody wants to defend them, I don't care. I don't agree, but it wouldn't bother me.
See, that's the
I'm
thing,
saying nothing's off limits to criticize it. So you can criticize whatever you want. You can criticize babies, Muslims.
But that's
whatever
what
you want to
protesting
do.
basically is. The thing is that I think once you say that, you pretty much open the door for anarchy. You have to have a baseline. There needs to be a limit where everybody says, okay, you know what? You can't do this. You can do that. From there, feel free.
You don't think that nothing's off limits for criticizing? Because criticizing isn't anarchy. Criticizing is free speech. It's my free speech to tell you what I don't like about you.
Or what I think is just dumb.
Or for me to draw Prophet Muhammad. That's my free speech. If it hurts your feelings, that's your deal. It's my free speech to criticize your choice of pants today. And it's your choice for wearing those pants.
They're comfortable.
But it was your right to wear those pants. There's no law against wearing them. What maybe there should be, but
right. And there's a fine line.
Pants,
there's a fine line between spouting your criticism, right, and harassing him, where you show up and follow him to work and follow him at home,
or hate speech.
That's the thing.
There's a difference.
The difference is pornography. It's like that judge said in Florida. I'll know it when I see it. There is no hard and fast rule. And again, too,
that the reason they can't define pornography is because it's a construct. It's stupid. The idea, I mean, legitimately. If you can defend the weird cockamamie rule that we have that's completely sexist, is that men can walk around with their shirt off and women cannot because they were born with breasts, right? Like, some people would say that woman walking down the street, well, that's pornography because I can see her breast. No, it's not. It's a human fucking body. It's just a human body. There is no fucking pornography. Somebody who thinks it's weird or grossed out or offended to see people fucking, that's them. That's them.
Now, the thing is, this is very pertinent because what about breastfeeding? There's that video making the rounds of that guy totally paying out on some chick because she was breastfeeding in Target. Because they have those little cafe things where they sell popcorn and ices and shit.
Okay, then to me, it's like there's free speech and harassment. Should that guy be able to go home and write a blog and say about how he was pissed off that he saw some chick's titty? Yeah, no problem. And you know what? If they're in public and you go, ma'am, I don't like that, and then walk away,
completely fine.
That's fine too. But to berate somebody and harass them, then to me, then that's fucking wrong. If you're in public, I should probably pretty much be able to shout something to you, but then move on. Like, you're a dick, and then just fucking keep walking by. You know,
rude.
Yeah,
rude.
Yeah.
Rude. That's fine.
In the Republic of California, though, you know, you basically have to define hard and fast what can you say, how much can you say, to what volume can you say it, how long does it take you to say it, and then you should move on, which moving on means this, and you have to explicitly define, because then somebody will come along and challenge it. And that's the problem we have. Somebody's always pushing the limits. The thing is, I think that's exactly what we should be doing. We should be pushing the limits of what we can do and forcing us to think about it, and then saying, okay, you know what? We should make a rule or a law that says, okay, doing this is okay, doing this is not.
I got a better idea.
I think that it's kind of two different conversations between the right to be able to criticize and then how you do it are two different things.
True.
I think it's one you will have, if you have this discussion, you will have to have the other.
Well, yeah.
Sure,
so
if we all
so
agree.
just like in, I think it was Dallas 2 years ago, they had it was during the Draw Muhammad Day, and there was a big scuffle or something happened outside one of the events. And I think even the Pope got into it, and the Pope said that you shouldn't criticize religion, that should be off limits. So that's limiting free speech, because it's basically saying you can't do this because it hurts somebody else's feelings. But if you are going about and harassing them or assaulting them in a way, then that's not free speech. That's moved on.
Well, then that goes back to the Westboro Baptist Church, where they are impinging upon others, basically their religious rights. You know, because, I mean, let's face it, funerals and deaths, that's a huge part of religion for some people.
Sure.
And they're standing there berating you, berating your whomever that's passed for doing something they don't like. And they're still exercising their free speech, but they're doing it in a manner that really, really puts a cramp on your whole thing there that you're doing.
See, I think
First of all, aren't cemeteries considered private property?
Some of them are.
Yeah.
Can't they just
So
call
they-
the cops and have those people removed from
They
the
don't
private
do it at
property?
the cemetery.
Well, then don't fucking bury your people there.
Well, they do it outside. Like, they can protest on the sidewalks or in the...
Okay, well then who gives a fuck? They're over there being idiots.
Exactly. I completely agree that they should be allowed to do that, or anybody should be allowed to do that. It doesn't mean that I agree with them, and I think people should criticize them for doing that. But I would never want to take that right away from them or anybody else.
I think that if you are practicing your religion, you should be able to do it in a manner without that is bereft of anybody harassing you for it. If you want to be a Muslim and you don't want to see me drawing Muhammad, then you don't have to come and look at me doing it. And I don't have to.
But what if you're doing it out in public?
Yeah, if I'm doing it out in public, then that's the thing though. If I go right across the street from a mosque and I draw a big picture and I put it up right across the street facing that building, that's
You're
pretty
gonna
much
get blown up.
Yeah.
So what about Comic-Con? So going outside Comic-Con, or at least in San Diego, I don't know if they're from San Diego or if they just ship in, but whenever there's a big event in San Diego, you have all the crazy God people holding up the crazy yellow signs with their big megaphones, screaming something that you can't, that's inaudible because it's coming out of a
Fucking
crappy
mace 'em.
megaphone.
Just fucking mace them.
Speaking of, just totally as an aside, my missus took an Uber today, and the guy in the driver actually had a megaphone, so that
Why?
when drunk people are driving, when he's driving drunk people around PB, they can yell stuff at people walking past.
Oh,
It's
that's
like,
hilarious.
you can charge your phone. So that's, I'm just saying, I will buy this for you.
If you do, I'll use it. I'll use
If you
I'll
do
throw
it and
snaps up
record
of
it, I will fucking
That is
love it.
amazing.
I think
Anyway.
I think part of the I got like a couple parts of this. So the whole part about like I should be able to do this, I should be able to do that. That rule's good in America, but people in Syria, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Israel, they don't play by America's
Russia.
rules. Yeah, so they
You die.
Yeah, because they'll kill you for it. So
That's pretty much Alabama too.
Well, yeah, but you can't take America's rules and say like everybody should be like this, because that's an American attitude. Like we're the best. You need to adhere to what the fuck.
Oh, I'm not
we
talking
say.
about anybody else. I'm talking about here.
Oh, okay. Here, then, yeah, you should, by what this country is founded on, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. And when you,
I still think it should happen everywhere else, but that's their deal. That's their problem.
Yeah, let
to
them
deal
with that shit. I also think that all this social justice warrior stuff that's going on, there used to be a time and place where people would have these opinions, and they were at the dinner table, and you would tell it within your little close circle of your family and your close friends, and then that's as far as it would go. You would vent for a little bit. You'd be like, "Oh, this fucking dude, this fucking Asian guy cut me off today. He's a shitty driver." You tell that to your wife or whatever, and then she'd be like, "Oh, honey, that sucks," or "Oh my god, you're kind of racist, but I'm gonna let that slide," and then that would be it, because you'd be able to get it out and you'd be able to let it vent, and then it would just dissipate into the world. But because of the internet, and the internet gives everybody a voice, everybody can see those little things that are inside everybody's head, and now it's stuck forever. So it's all compiling, and then that's where you get, I think this is where you get a lot of people who become, transgender. Well, I actually agree with the whole transgender thing. I don't give a fuck. Pee wherever you want. But like that's how you get all these things that used to be under the surface from like the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. Now it's starting to boil up to where you have to start putting like, you have to be able to do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. So I think because of the internet, it's recording everything, and that's where you're starting to see all this stuff start to bubble up.
And it's connecting all the people with crazy ideas.
Yeah, who used to be, you'd have that one radical friend who's like, oh, they have like a tongue piercing, they're kind of weird, stay away from them, or oh, that person had an abortion, blah, blah, blah. And you'd have like a couple people in your life like that. Well, not the abortion thing, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You'd have those crazy radicals, and then they would get, and then they would... And that would be it. But because the internet does connect people, now enough of them spread across the world have a voice, and they're starting to, get their opinions out there more.
I think that's okay, but I like the counter movement towards that. So like the crazy people out at Comic-Con who hold up those big yellow signs. Mm-hmm. For most people who don't know, they hold up just signs saying you're going to hell, the usual things that people would put on signs. Kind of like they're very Westboro Baptist Church. But my favorite thing are the counter protesters.
Oh, the guy that stands next to him, like, fuck this dude with his yellow sign.
Yeah. Or like people when they protest abortion clinics, the people that go out there and have like funny signs next to them that completely just
take the wind out of the
there.
sails of their stuff, because they're sitting there trying to be serious, and then you see this like a silly person with the
I like
with the
tacos
sign.
or something.
Yeah,
crazy.
and you're just like,
I agree with that, man. I like tacos too.
Taco Tuesday down the street.
You know what's funny is in Chicago, there's when I lived there from 2006 to 2009. I don't know if the guy is still there, but there was a dude who used to stand on Old Navy. It was like right a block down from like if he was the middle of downtown Chicago. And everybody knew him as the Old Navy preacher. And he would stand there with a megaphone, and he'd be like, if you smoke your marijuana cigarettes, you're going to hell. And God does not condone man-on-man action. You're going to hell. And people who just get there, they're like, oh, my God, this guy's crazy. You've been there for a week, and you're like, oh, that's just the Old Navy preacher. Let him bitch. And, like, you're just whatever. Fuck it. Let it go. So, I don't know. Getting your panties in a bunch just because somebody doesn't agree with you, just fucking let it go. Seriously. Grow some thick skin. Fucking let it go.
I'm an optimist.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I was like, wait, what? What did I just agree to?
I genuinely believe that people are, if they put forth the effort, right? People are generally reasonable. I just think, generally, people
my
are
God,
pretty
I wish you
fucking
worked
reasonable.
in IT. You would totally not agree with that.
IT's different. People are raging on their computers because it's not doing what they wanted to. So
because they can't look at porn.
We can go back. We can go back to that. So when you go to Comic-Con, right? All those people are there to go see Comic-Con related stuff.
Yeah. Sure.
No, all
Is
those,
anybody?
Come on, be honest.
Wait,
all these geeks are there because they might see the 0.1% of women that show up that are in cosplay. They want to see that chick dressed up.
There's actually a good chunk of women there.
Yeah. First off,
I would say it's like 60-40.
Yeah.
It's got to be close to half. It's got to be close to half. But my point that I'm trying to make is that nobody was an atheist who got off the airplane at fucking San Diego International Airport was waiting in line for 3.5 hours and went, you know what?
You're right.
These motherfuckers are going to hell. I have stood in line for 7 hours with these fucking sinning prostitute women dressed like Superman. I mean, I just can't believe it. These people are going to hell, and I'm not burning with them.
The blinders have been lifted. Thank you, Lord and Savior.
This Comic-Con is Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, where is that Jesus freak? I need a sign right now. Like they're not convincing anybody. They're literally not convincing anybody that's not already there.
And I don't know that they're there to necessarily... I'm sure they would love to change somebody's mind who's there, but I think they're more there... I try to think about, like, what is their goal? It's probably to make them, all the people who are there to think about it later, they have a huge captive audience who's going to be there. So
they're self-grandizing.
I mean, those people are even at December nights. They're all over the place.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I feel like
they're like the same people.
They're at a Christmas event. No, a December event. They're protesting
the same people.
I think that part of it too is they hide behind the fact that, well, if I just save one person, if I just reach one, it makes all the bullshit I do in my life worth it. Like, no, like, yeah, that's not.
Well, I totally think. I totally believe that they believe what they're doing is what they should be doing, and what they're doing is correct. I don't think they have ill intentions. I think their intentions are good. They're trying to save somebody the way that they think they should be saved.
Of course. Yeah. Hence the atheistic militant point of view, right? Is that the person who believes in religion is not a psychopath. They just believe the text, right? Which is why a lot of atheists like Sam Harris will preach until he's blue in the face on every YouTube channel fucking possible and every podcast that we need to stop with religion because all those people who are Muslims who blow themselves up are completely rational. They're regular people. They just believe that text.
Sure.
And they've been, unfortunately, brainwashed by that text. And it could happen to anybody. And so they'll, the whole idea against the religious stuff to begin with is that idea, right? To stop the fucking brainwashing because, those people do believe that they're going to save somebody and that's going to give them basically like fucking God credit, right? Fucking God points.
I don't even know if it's that. I mean, thinking back to my time in church and my beliefs when I used to believe is like you really believe that people are going to die and potentially go to hell and you really genuinely care that you don't want them to. And I imagine that's what most of them feel like as well. They're thinking that this person is going to go to hell if they don't change and they don't want them
to. I'm sure it depends on the religion. Like Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in hell.
Sure.
It's either heaven or nothing.
Sure.
Right? You either don't exist or you exist with the Heavenly Father. And if you're Muslim, you blow yourself up and you get 72 virgins. I don't know what you call God credit, but that ranks up under the definition of God credit to me, the fucking 72 virgins. So, but now let me take it in a possibly different direction. Cuz somebody already thought of this and it was completely shouted down and never came to fruition. Maybe 2 years ago, could be a little bit more, there was a company that attempted to come out with an app that was a Yelp for people, individual people.
We talked about this.
So I still think that's a good idea. I think that's a really good idea. That each individual person gets a score based on all
1 to 10.
All the individual.
So much.
I think in theory that's a good idea, but I think it'll lend itself to a lot of bullying. And then Facebook right now is already full of self-absorbed, self-obsessed people.
But you can't adjust your own score.
But you can petition and you can parade around trying to up your score.
But if you are a dick, I mean, sure. Okay, look, here's the thing. There would have to be some sort of parameters, right? Because you wouldn't want to get like a Chinese farm of like voters. There's like 72 Chens who have given you like 5 out of 5 stars.
It'll just be all like stay-at-home moms who try to have like a popularity contest. It'll just become popularity contest.
But if you don't know, right? Like, let's say that you should get 2 scores. There should be one score where people can score you completely on an anonymous level, right? Where nobody has to say who they are to give you a score. But Then there's the score where only people who identify themselves with, with a picture and a profile can give you a score. And then you have the 2. So you can see that, oh, yeah, Stacy's mom and her dad and her brother and whatever gave her 5 stars. Wah, 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 right? Like, I wouldn't give my brother 5 stars. Fuck no. Like, I certainly...
In
like,
true brother fashion, you get
me?
0 stars.
Yeah.
I neg you every time.
My mom and dad...
that Jeff's brother actually does listen.
Yeah, my mom and dad, they're
brother.
getting fucking 0 stars, right? Like, they get, like,
We love you, bro, even
like,
if your brother doesn't.
Let me... Honestly, would you give bullshit scores to people just because they asked you?
See,
I would just to fuck with them. If you paid me $10, yeah, I'll
if
give you
there
5
was
stars.
no way for them
I'll make
to,
a business out of it.
If there was no way for
Vote
them...
for Hillary, right?
Sure, why not?
What
you
if-
gonna pay me money?
What if in the system had to know who you are, right? But nobody else knew where the votes were. Just the system had to qualify you as a person, right? So you have to put in your name and your address and your zip code and your email address, whatever it is, right? To qualify, make it half annoying so you can't make like 70 billion fake accounts.
so what would you do with this? Like, what would be the benefit for me to look you up?
I think that they're when we're talking about people who spout their opinions or say things or do things,
I think it's a good way to shame people.
you would be qualified. You would instantly, the public would qualify whether that person has any merit or not, right? You're like, oh, this person just said something really shitty to me, and they have a shitty fucking rating. They say shitty things to everybody. So now I know that this person is just a douchebag. This person's just a piece of shit. Like, for example, if you wanted to go, maybe you want to do a business arrangement, right? Or maybe you wanted to do a San Diego meetup, and you're like, we don't accept 1 stars, right? Like, we don't accept any fucking
so then it turns into a class system?
No, it just gives you more information. But the thing is
You're
you can't-
literally putting like gold stars on people. That's what you're doing. It's class system.
Then I'll wear a jacket and I'll have 4.5 stars on my jacket.
Okay,
Four and a
give
half
me
stars.
your
No,
night.
rip one of your stars off.
Give me your nightmare scenario then. What is your nightmare scenario? Obviously, you guys are afraid that you wouldn't get good ratings. So why is that?
I'm not saying everybody loves me, which is okay. I don't give a fuck. But
See, I don't think I care enough. If I'm going to go into business with you or if I'm going to care about what you say, I'm going to find out if you're a
Well,
valid
wait a
person by
minute.
even
Not
looking
We
at
always.
We already
I
have
don't
Not
care if
always.
you're shitty or
We've
not.
already got Steven's rating. What's your Uber rating?
My I have a 4.74 or something like that. It goes up and down, but it hovers around.
Right,
4
because
something.
Wow,
because
dude,
there's
that's pretty
there's
fucking
there's
low.
the anomalies.
You're
What the
fuck. I don't
fuck,
care if
man?
people like me or not.
Is it
I'm
out of
there to
5?
give you a ride. Yeah, out of 5.
Yeah, so that means
It's
that
below average, and they constantly tell me.
what is average
Like
then?
4.
Average is like
4.9.
4.9. Yeah,
What?
because they're over fucking achievers, and they're brand new, so they really try hard. I'm just like whatever.
Okay, now
I don't
we
care.
know why he doesn't want to go on the fucking.
When do they
Yelp
dump
system.
you? When you go
Yeah.
below 4?
Huh? I have no idea.
They're not going to dump
are they gonna
anybody.
do?
That's every one of those is fucking more money coming to them.
Exactly.
No,
Don't give a
they'll
shit.
dump
I
people
think if
if
you
they
go below
suck.
4 or 3, maybe they'll dump you.
If it's a 3, you're horrible.
Have you looked to
You're
see
like
why
punching
you're,
people as
why
they
are you
leave.
rated so lowly though? That's what I want to know.
Because a couple people gave me like, I don't know, 4 stars sometimes. I don't know.
Why?
I have so many ratings of the course. Like I've been driving for a year and a half, dude.
I mean,
like
yeah, but your
one
music's so
star.
awesome.
Huh?
Your music that you play is so great.
Yeah, because like people compliment on it too, but doesn't mean like if I take one wrong, if you're in an Uber and you take one wrong turn, people are like 1 star, you fail, done. It's so easy to get rated.
You know how
down
you stop
and
that?
Not hard. Don't take wrong turns.
Ask them what's the best way to go.
Well, sometimes you're driving and then you fucking zone the fuck out and you miss your exit.
Oh,
The
then
fuck?
you're getting the appropriate score. You're zoning out.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not doing
again,
your fucking job. man.
I'm not defending that I should have a higher score. I'm defending that my score is exactly where it should be.
Okay, so
don't care.
what is the problem with people having an
Okay.
interaction score with
Okay.
other people?
Okay, so let's say you just want to bash one person, like you don't really like one person. You get everybody you know to downrate them, and they can go from 5 to 4 to 3 2 stars. You can
Bullying.
if your entire system is based off popularity, then you can get a bunch of people to bring somebody down.
And does it ever reset? Like, what if you're just a really shitty person for a year, and then you decide
I
to
think
want to
it should-
change your life
I
around?
think it should definitely
and then you're stuck at
aggregate.
1 star.
It should definitely
low class system forever.
No, it should definitely aggregate. Like, so you're. If you
Like a
you've been-
rolling average?
Yeah, it's just rolling average moving forward.
It's a
constantly.
Minecraft. How shitty
See,
are
I,
you?
I would put
Constantly dropping off the
downvote
le-
myself. I would go right to the bottom. I would be 0 star.
Well, I mean,
You
what
can drop
makes you
off the
think?
map.
What makes you
Gone.
think that a bunch of people would actually try to down push somebody's star if they were actually a cool
Do you
person?
know? Do you know the internet?
Okay. Hillary Clinton. Let's say she had 3 stars, and she paid
We
a
would
bunch
know
of
that
people,
that's fucking bullshit, and she's gamed the system.
But
and
okay,
there you go.
okay, so you can do the same thing with Donald Trump. What if he had 5 stars and then everybody got against him? And he
Okay,
went
well,
down to 3?
you're talking about anomalies. Not everybody's a politician. The majority of people are regular people. So we have to talk in the
Let's
context
say
of
we're
regular
both
people.
That's just a
let's say we're
microcosm.
both business owners. You and I both own a smog shop, right? And I want to put you out of business. So I hire a bunch of people in China and I get everybody that I know to downvote the crap out of you.
Again,
people
so
stop
we just
going
make
to
sure
see-
that people have to be like, it has to make sense. Somebody from China there can't be a fucking swell of 1,000 Chinese people, and I've never been to China, suddenly fucking hitting on my account.
We don't know
They
that
all
they're
They all
Chinese.
use VPNs.
They all use VPNs. Okay, well then just make sure that you can't connect to a VPN, just like
I mean,
Netflix.
you could technically do whatever Yelp does to rig its system. You could do the same thing. Any ratings based.
That's
thing,
because
you can do
Yelp
it.
rigs it.
Okay,
Yelp
so then,
rigs it.
So then the parent company, let's say it's called the Person app. So Person app could do that too. If like I want to be better, we pay
Do
you
you pay
400.
premium?
Yeah.
Premium account?
Yeah,
That
you'd
would
be
be
a premium.
that would be
person.
fucking dirty.
You know
but
what's
you know
sad?
what?
This already exists, and it exists in paper form. It's literally old school. Back where I used to live,
Need
they
money.
have what they call the Hard Times. It is a local rag that they print every Tuesday and put out in all the local convenience stores and gas stations that contains all the mugshots of everybody that's been arrested in the area.
Okay, well either
So
which,
you could pay them $300 to keep your mugshot out of it.
but that's a public record. I mean, the thing is if I was to go to the paper and look at a bunch of mugshots, I'm not going to know who the fuck those people are anyways. It's not even going to
In
matter
a small
to me.
town of
What
about
would be
30,000
nice-
people, you know
What
who
would be
they are.
nice is if like somebody who like a landlord, right? Before I go there, I want to see, what do people think about working with this dude, right? Is this guy a piece of shit? I want to fucking know. And people are like, oh, this guy lied to me. No, I don't even need the story. I just need the rating. I just need the fucking rating. And this, you said something about school, right? You were like, oh, what if fucking, again, people are going to be allowed to get ratings a bunch, right? You might have thousands and thousands, right? But maybe even more. Are small people going to be able to really crush your entire score? Probably
Hang on.
not
I'm
over
totally
time.
going to put this into
Wait,
perspective.
let
for
me
you.
let me finish
Go
this
ahead,
thought.
but
Let
I
me finish
got
this
you.
thought.
All right.
Now, let's say that there is some sort of fucking coup at school, and they've decided to fucking drive down somebody's score, right? You instantly know, all the faculty, all the parents know that your child is being fucking bullied at the school. You don't have to rely on your child to tell you. You can tell that now your child is being targeted. That is a great tool for parents to know whether their child is either a piece of shit or maybe they're mentally disabled and they're getting fucking picked on. Maybe they're depressed and they're not telling you, right? This gives you insight to make an intervention, to do something, and not just have that kid that's bullied for 4 years and his parents aren't paying attention, they don't know, and then he fucking shows up with a gun and shoots everybody because he's got no fucking friends. And nobody had any information except for all the kids who were there who didn't give a fuck. And they're like, bully's a fag. He's got
See, I wonder with this too, like, it's kind of like surveys. Usually only the people who really care or really hate it will vote. But like me, I don't really care. Or I
That's
don't
because
care,
it's
so I
not
won't
your
vote.
restaurant. But if it was you, right? If it was,
But I'm way too lazy. I wouldn't go around and rate you and rate you and rate you and rate
thank you.
anybody else
Yeah.
unless it was terrible. Then for sure I will. Or unless it was really awesome, then for sure I might rate it.
There's only one entity, one party that would actually take the time to do any of this and do it en masse to the point where they game the system and totally fuck it up.
let's hear it.
The government. You're handing them what exactly they want, a way to put people down or lift them up as
Dude,
their
that
whims
already
desire.
exists. It's called a credit score.
Yeah, and now
Government's
you're-
been
now
using
you're-
that to
now
fucking
you're
class
doing it
warfare
socially.
people for fucking 100 years.
Do you know what any of our credit scores are? And if you did, would you care?
Not unless you were asking to borrow money from me.
Exactly.
If you're trying to borrow
But
money
then
from
if
me,
you-
I would fucking run a background check. Would cost a whopping like $9.
But then it, like, with all the scenarios, parents and kids in school, with this guy trying to rent an apartment or looking for a job or whatever. You've
People
got
do this
60
for
different
college
scenarios.
professors all the time. Rate my professor, right?
Yeah.
And all my professors that I've looked at, their score was perfect, fucking almost on the money of how I would have described them after it. Like I read the descriptions, and people give their opinions and their ratings, and
So
I'm like,
a small microcosm, a small sampling of the entire population being done this way, that actually works. But yet, releasing it to the whole, you think will still work?
no,
way.
because I'm not released to the whole. The whole world's not going to know me. Like fucking maybe 100 people know who I am. They're the only people who would even know to look me up and give me a score.
But it's the internet. If anybody puts it out there, anybody can find it.
I understand, but there is anonymity within masses, right? Yeah, I'm in public, and if I'm in a crowd and someone takes a picture of me at the Super Bowl, am I really being exposed? No.
Could be.
Yeah, but not really.
With 4K, you definitely could be.
No one's going to zoom in on the one fucking ugly ginger in a fucking sea of like 30,000 people with makeup and go, fucking that guy. You know, like,
Let's ruin him.
Yeah.
Oh, get it. Fuck you.
I don't think it would be. I don't think you would have to worry about. But I just think the people that you run into, who could easily Facebook search you or Google search your name and find you.
yeah, you know who's going to rate
people,
you? The people you work with, the people you go to school with, your friends and your family.
But
That's
the people who are
going to
do it are the people who, like I said, the people who have a problem with it are usually the loudest. The people who, if you're a good person and whatever, those people probably won't vote. I know me, and I know this is a big thing for a lot of people. Unless you have really terrible service somewhere, there's no way I'm going to go take my time to go write a review and do it if it was just okay or if it's positive.
Totally,
if it's negative, for sure, I might.
Totally
I might
relies on Amazon reviews. Never leaves one.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
All the time.
I've left
trust other people.
I've left quite a few Amazon reviews, even on products that I haven't purchased.
Damn. You got paid, didn't you? You got paid.
No.
Oh, jeez.
No, I just like that.
I found my new hobby, but I got to burn time going to Amazon. This thing, blah, blah, blah.
You can get
fucking-
paid for that though. That's the,
Yeah. Sometimes
pay
they'll
for
send
that.
you, if you
They'll
do it a
send you
lot,
the
they'll send
product.
you free stuff.
Yeah.
No, I go on there and like argue shit, like not argue, but I'll
Argue
go,
with the
yeah,
reviewer.
no, I'll go on there and like somebody like because Amazon will sell anything, they don't give a shit, so they'll be like
It's their business.
detox fucking green juice, it like helps fight cancer, blah blah blah, and I like because sometimes when you do buy stuff, you get like a notice that says, will you review this product, right? And then once I review something that I bought, then I might go on a little tangent and just like looking at other things. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm on Amazon.
Yeah,
And I'll be like, oh my
people who
God,
bought
this is such
this
a
bought
ridiculous
that.
product. No one buy this. This isn't real.
the
What are you
ninja
doing
bullet.
with your time, man?
Well, I'm at work. You guys actually... The thing is, when you guys go to work, you do like work. When I go there, I'm just like...
It's just a distraction.
Fuck, I'm trapped in this chair for the next like 4 hours. Like... It takes me all of maybe 45 minutes to do everything I need to do.
So you
in
just
the day.
rage on Amazon to get your angst out.
So wait, no, hang on. This is something I need to bring up. Somebody asked me about my podcast at work today.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did you
knowing
tell them to
that
listen?
hell no, because I talk about work. I ain't left that job yet. When I'm gone, then maybe.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So I
Incriminating.
thought about it. Like, yeah, I thought, yeah, maybe I need to shut up because, you know,
You need to talk about work more, and then we need to find those people and show them the podcast.
you can show them after I walk out the door. But yeah, I'll probably email them and say, hey, here's my podcast.
Thanks for promoting us in the now.
I'm just saying that, you know, I don't want any
Yeah,
repercussions.
I
'cause
put
you
this
get-
podcast on my LinkedIn profile.
Oh wow! And we all laugh. So what would you do now that you just said I can do everything I do at work in 45 minutes? If your boss found out about it, the nasty boss, if they found out and said, "Okay, yeah, if you can do it all in 45 minutes, and what the fuck am I paying you to sit here for?"
Okay, find somebody else to do it. Peace.
You would literally just quit.
Yeah, because I don't have to work there. It's a convenience and the money's good. I don't have to work at all. I could just go to school full time, but that's a little too like edgy. I don't want to step out with no job if I don't have to.
1 foot on,
Sure.
1 foot off.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
little
only
too
working
edgy
20
to
hours
go
a
to
week.
school.
How less committed could I possibly be to a job?
Not much.
Like, I'm already like barely
I
fucking
don't know.
there.
We got people that work 1 day a week.
Freelancers.
No.
Oh well, that's fine. But the thing is,
They're
I don't have
trying to
I don't have
retire,
a
but they won't
I don't have a
train
bunch
the
of
people so they
clients
can
like
have-
lined up that I'm all working an hour for a week. I just go to this one place for 4 hours. I fucking lock it down. Nobody else. I don't think anybody would be able to do what I do in 45 minutes. They would take fucking 8 hours.
Because they got to catch up to where you're at.
Yeah, they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like,
you know the secret motto of IT is we can do your job, you can't do ours.
Yeah. Seems like a decent job, maybe.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of jobs IT people couldn't do.
I can Google shit too.
Like,
they couldn't be clowns.
How to reset my password.
They couldn't do anything
Mac.
labor intensive.
How to reset my password Windows Vista. No, not Windows Vista. Is that what your job boils down to? That's what I imagine.
Not always. No.
Okay.
No. It's my job boils down to like making sure that your bitch ass can't fucking plug a USB drive in and steal a bunch of credit cards.
Yeah,
that's what my job entails.
I really don't care about any of that.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to worry about me.
So could you tell me how to steal a bunch of credit cards?
Because I'm doing. You're burning time anyway. Might as well.
Because it'd be really cool is if I was like, I have this friend, and
I'm asking for a friend. Really?
Yeah, I have this friend. We have conversations, but
that's already happened.
He's a cool dude. He's got guns. He's like taught himself how to like lockpick, and so like in his trunk he's got one of those like things that unfolds and it's got all the different like lockpick like tools and things in it. Yeah. Bulletproof fucking vest, like all this shit.
And the best things to have in your car if you get pulled over.
Is this guy on a list?
He should be.
Now.
He should be on a list, but he's not.
He knows.
But him and I,
shit over here.
We're always talking about like yesterday. We were talking about just robbing places. We're just having like a theoretical conversation.
Okay, yeah, theoretically.
And we're like
the best kind of conversation.
Yeah, those are fun. You never had a conversation with if you were going to rob a bank or how would you rob a bank?
Okay.
Thought experiments fully vetted.
Yeah, just flushing it out, you know. And so him and I last night we're talking. I was like, well, the first thing I would do is if it was right now, I would go somewhere near the mall. I would throw like a bunch of towels and turbans all over the place, and like a bomb, just like a pipe bomb or something. I'd probably put a dead faggot somewhere, and then I would leave, make sure I have either on a timer, and I would set off an explosion, and then people would go there and be like, "Oh, yeah," and it's distraction. Like you just a huge fucking topical racist fucking terrorist distraction, and then go like rob the place that I want. But then because you said the credit card thing, we were talking about places that you go to get like happy endings and massage, where you like fuck the girls that massage you.
The masseuse, yeah.
Yeah, because those places are all over San Diego. They're fucking everywhere. Yeah. And then I was thinking, and I got this idea from the fucking internet. I saw this show where these guys are all like elite tech dudes, and they basically infiltrate businesses, and they put like fake credit card readers on like POS machines. They bug all the phones, bug like the computers, and then they have access to all the information that's coming in. They never have to step foot into those places. And I was like, the greatest thing about robbing or fucking with a massage parlor is nobody gives a fuck. No one cares. It's a massage parlor. Like you could go rob them, and if there's like a Muslim terrorist explosion somewhere near Fashion Valley, like no one's answering. First of all, the massage parlor is not even going to call the cops. They're just going to get fucking robbed and just deal with it, right? Because they're like, somebody robbed us of all our pimp money.
You're the reverse Robin Hood. You want to bomb the rich and steal from the poor. That's what you want to do. That's horrible.
If you don't preface something, what's the end of it? How do you like recap it? I'll recap it and say I was talking to a Trump supporter that like he said so.
Put it in perspective.
Put it in perspective, yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Do you want to wrap it up or we extend for the game? Come
up
on,
to
you
you
have a slick new fucking intro, dude.
All right.
What time is it?
My watch is broken.
We're 3 minutes over an hour.
Oh no, not 3 minutes.
This is when we all just start to crash.
I'm not. I was on a high roll.
Let's extend this one for the game. Come on.
All right.
Come on. All right. Let's hear the slick intro.
Covalence After Hours.
It's the bonus podcast.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
It's my Amazon Echo.
In one of my hands is something from Amazon so powerful it could entertain humanity for an eternity.
Amazon Fire TV.
Welcome to Amazon Amazon.
That's good, man. Great fucking production value.
Nice.
I like
Appreciate
how
that.
it got a little scissorpy at the end.
That's great.
It's great.
So, this is the Amazon Gamer, whatever we're going to call it.
Amazon's over, dude.
Amazon over.
Fucking awesome.
So it's Price is Right for everything that's on Amazon Prime. So I tried to think of, it's Father's Day this Sunday, so when this comes out, it'll be the last Sunday.
When you break that and you need a new one, you're replacing it.
All right, cool. I'll spend the $100 or whatever it is for it.
I don't think that's $100.
No,
Okay,
it was
even
like
better.
it was like 40.
Oh, fine. I'll drive for 2 hours and make it up. No, 3.
So these are all potential Father's Day gifts / summer gifts.
Oh, sweet, very topical.
I'm going to give you a gift for summer. It's a summer gift.
Thank you for the summer gift.
We should have summer gift day.
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit!
Seasonal gift day. Fuck yeah. So you got Christmas already. Summer gift days like, I
For
don't know,
me, it's
August.
called a birthday.
Oh, shout out
so-
to Alex since he listens. What's up, bro? Nice meeting
Garvin.
you on Saturday.
So these are all up to $50. So the range has been shrunk a little bit. So this first one is an NFL Sportula.
Oh my god.
So it's a stainless steel.
I thought it was a
Dad joke.
Chargers bar of soap on a stick from over here for a
It's
second.
it's a spatula with the Chargers logo on it. They call it a Sportula. It does have a bottle opener on the other end,
Oh,
so you can flip your burgers and open your beer.
for the ultimate tailgater.
So this is just like Price is Right. You have to get up to the cent. So if you go over, you get 0 points. Person with the most
Nice.
points at the end wins.
Hell yeah.
So Steve, you get to go first.
This Chargers burger flipper. I like that's called a Sportula. That's the ultimate dad
what was the
name,
price
dude.
range?
Sportula, 0 to 50.
Okay.
This incredible mahogany wood handle with Chargers and NFL. You could tell the Chargers is like Photoshop place. It's just team logo here, team logo here.
It's kind of the shit.
I think it
Jeff
is
was
a
talking about
official,
earlier,
like,
so.
official
is it
merch,
officially
yeah.
licensed?
I believe we'll say yes.
It's gotta
Okay.
be. It has the NFL logo on it. I'm gonna say this is on Amazon, so they have weird fucking numbers. It screwed me over last time.
So yeah, you can go.
I'm
you
gonna
can
say
do dollars and cents.
$13.49.
Okay. Jeff.
I guess if you want to ruin your burnt burgers even more with a Chargers fucking logo seared into it, like, this is definitely up your alley. If it is NFL licensed, I'm going to say you're getting ripped off really bad. And I'm going to say it's $19.99.
Okay. Chad.
He stole my thunder. I was thinking 1997 the whole time, but I'm sticking with it.
1997.
You guys way overshot. Come on.
So you can buy this on Amazon Prime right now for $14.99.
Suck it.
Wow. Crushed
Yeah.
it.
Enjoy it now. That last one's going to totally fuck you up, and you know it. Yeah,
He dicks.
yeah. I'll eat
I
the
feel
dicks
this one.
and
I'm feeling this
give it
one. I'm
to
going to
you.
win this one. This is
wow.
my
All right.
game
So the
this
next one is Mr. Beer Premium Gold Edition Home Brewing Craft Beer
Does
Making
that say
Kit.
Aztec? Is that?
It does.
time. It's Mexican cerveza.
So it's a kid. It comes with shatterproof bottles for you to fill it in. It comes with enough.
Plastic?
Plastic, yeah. It's
Yes,
all plastic.
shatterproof means usually plastic.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So I was like, wait a minute.
It comes with enough to make 2 batches of beer, so 4 gallons or 32 pints.
With this high-end keg on the side with the screw on top.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
No.
Really?
I've never seen this before either. Everything
these
looks
were-
plastic. It's basically an at-home brewing kit. It's all brown plastic to keep the light out, so you're definitely you're stuck with a certain type of beer in this.
These are big, or these were big when I went to college, and these are big during Christmas. They're at department stores on sale all the time. during
Walmart
Christmas.
has them from time to time.
My dad
Yeah.
just uses one of those giant, like 5-gallon glass water bottle things that you put in the water cooler.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. No, my uncle used them to make wine.
All right, so Steve, how much?
That's wine in the loosest definition of the term.
Fuck, I don't know where to land on this one. It's, I want to say it's.
He's trying.
What's the range?
struggling.
What's the range?
0 to 50.
Fuck, I was gonna say like 100, so I'm way off.
It's hard out here for Steven when he loses all the time.
Dude, fuck off, man. I'm gonna win
Psyching
this
you
one.
out.
I'm gonna win this one. Okay.
It costs his entire Uber paycheck.
For a month.
I'm gonna say it looks affordable. Is what it looks like. It looks very affordable.
With
Never a
4.74
selling point.
rating, it
Never
would
a
take
selling
month to get
point.
this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say $24.99. $24.99.
Okay.
God, there's a lot of shit. Does it come with the hops?
Yeah, it comes with everything. You basically, I think you just like get a bunch of you boil water, you pour stuff in at a certain time, and then pour it all into that big barrel.
Don't forget
and
to use filtered water, bro. Don't fuck around with that tap.
Real. Yeah.
It has instructions. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
I don't think it's like it's not a huge production. It's kind of like the intro into making beer at home.
It's Ronco. Set it and forget it.
Yeah. I've had beer from one of these before, and it was decent.
I mean, it looks like at least $5 worth of plastic recycling material.
Yeah.
It's got the hops. I'm gonna say $38. I don't know. Fuck this thing.
So that's how you really feel. Shit.
Chad,
What did Steven say? 24?
$24.99.
Come on, grandfather time. Let's go.
$34.99.
He's thinking about drinking right now.
Damn right.
So you can buy this on Amazon right now for $49.49.
Fuck.
So scores right now. So high score is the winner. So Steve and Jeff are tied for 38, and Chad has 35.
Shit, it's a close game.
So the top, your final score gets rounded down.
Okay.
So
Here we
next, sticking with condiments like last time around, this is a Stone Brewing Co. barbecue sauce box of
Oh my god,
3.
they've sold out completely now.
So this has 1 bottle of smoked porter barbecue sauce, 1 bottle of curry mustard, and 1 bottle of roasted apple chipotle sauce. And I've actually had the blue one, and it was really good.
The Stone Smoke Porter.
Yeah.
Have you had their food there? The one at Escondido?
I haven't been to Escondido. I've been to Liberty Station, and it's all gourmet food, so
Yeah.
it's really expensive for not a lot of food.
And it's not that great, to be honest.
No.
It's all right.
It's okay,
all right.
yeah.
Fucking
It's okay.
macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, and it's not even that
For
great.
$30.
Seriously.
Bro, macaroni
way
and
overpriced.
cheese. I mean, you can't say macaroni and cheese tastes bad because it doesn't. That's the whole point of macaroni and cheese. It's like,
It's
Oh, there is
unfuckable.
such
Yeah,
thing as
it's
bad
like,
macaroni
wait a
and
minute.
cheese, though.
that's like going to the spaghetti factory and saying, this is amazing spaghetti. Like, yeah, no shit. Everybody makes amazing spaghetti.
No, they don't.
Well, okay, somebody can take a dump in their spaghetti.
Yeah.
You know, why do you guys do that to me? No, there's the anomaly. There's the anomaly. Look, generally speaking, everybody's about 5'10". No, there's some guys out there like 7'10". 7'10". I gotta
Shaquille
fucking
O'Neal?
point out the goddamn anomaly. Like, I'm a fucking
You know what? I'm
retard.
going to go anomaly and one step further. Have you seen Yao Ming?
No.
He's a tall Chinese guy. I mean, what more do you want?
I want more than one tall Chinese guy.
There's probably another one out there. He just didn't play in the NBA. But no.
Anyways,
Yeah.
how much can you buy this for on Amazon?
Okay, 12 fluid ounces. How many ounces is this? It's a beer bottle full.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beer bottle times
It's a
3.
good way to waste extra beer bottles.
All three?
Going to say
Yeah, it's a
three
pack of 3.
I'm gonna say $15.99.
Jeff?
It just angers me. I'm serious, man. It's just like,
What doesn't anger you?
dude, like,
What- I-
just commercialism shit. Fucking, my blood is like seething because it's just like soda pop. like everybody has to come up with their own fucking iteration of the.
You don't have to buy
shit.
this. That's part of your.
No
free
one
speech.
should buy this. No one should buy this.
It's actually really
they've
good. I
made
like it.
fucking hot
I'm gonna buy
mustard
this.
sauce for 200,000 years. There's fucking already a shit ton of fucking brands.
But Stone
But this
hasn't
is
done it.
IPA
Yeah.
mustard sauce.
No, it's the same fucking ingredients. It's probably not even made by them. It's probably made by. It's like when you go down the ketchup aisle, and
Welcome
these people have seceded to Hanes.
Welcome to the Covalence
right?
cast.
To fucking
After
Hanes
hours.
ketchup.
Jeff really has
People,
no chill.
there's not 72 fucking flavors of ketchup.
Guys,
Why is there 100 flavors of barbecue sauce?
what
It's
happens.
barbecue sauce.
See,
Stop.
This shows
Stop
you
with this shit.
How much you don't shop at grocery stores because there
what
are
happens
72
After we turn off the
57.
mics, it's just Jeff
57.
yelling for a half hour after.
This is
This is
just
what happens when we go over an hour.
no.
Bitch, give us a prize. Just do this.
Just fuck you, Stone. Your shitty hoppy beer, your overpriced macaroni and cheese.
Hey,
As
like
you
this
drink a
shit?
Stone
Yeah,
beer.
you were drinking it
I didn't
tonight.
buy it, and it doesn't taste good. But I'm a man, and I'll fucking drink it. Because you know what? I don't get offended. And when I do get offended,
sound
I
really
keep it to my
offended.
fucking self, and I soldier on.
Except for on
Shit down.
podcasts.
I've been
hot sauce on top of it,
offended
push it
since I
down.
opened this beer, but I drank it. I fucking drank it.
You feel better? You feel
All right,
better?
give me a prize.
I've never felt better.
How much would you pay for this commercial?
I wouldn't pay shit for this, but because it's the game, I'm gonna say that this shit is also overpriced. $18.
You want to know what bothers me? The labels don't match up. Like, this one's lower than the other two. What the fuck? You couldn't just make the whole thing the same? That's where my mind goes in things. Anyway, Chad, your
I
turn.
don't know.
Our crappy design.
I thought
Yes.
That's one of my
Yes.
favorite
I,
ones.
what's
thought
up.
I felt passionate about barbecue sauce, but these motherfuckers took it a whole other level. You know what? I'm going with $17.99.
We don't really value these three that much. We're all kind of like, under $20.
So you can buy this for $20.99. So everyone stayed over or under. So Jeff's in first with 56, then Steve at 54, Chad at 53. So it's all down to this one.
Okay.
What
no-
product on Amazon can raise Jeff's ire today?
Normally we do a pervy one at the end, but I couldn't find one for this one.
You weren't looking on
There wasn't a hot sauce bottle shaped like a dick.
I'm sure there was.
Next time.
Next time.
Some Alfredo sauce and
So
a
I thought this was interesting. This is called a Corksicle Chilsner Beer Chiller 2-pack.
No.
So
No.
No.
so just wait. So it's a gift box, contains 2 of one-of-a-kind in-bottle beer chillers.
Wait, it contains 2 of one of a kind?
Wow.
It contains 2 one-of-a-kind. I don't know. Whatever.
Just keep going, dude.
So you freeze this. It kind of looks like a little icicle. You freeze it. It's metal.
That's what your girlfriend tells you.
It looks like a silver bullet. It looks like something that doctors show up your ass to take your temperature.
That's a really big thermometer they stick
What
up your
doctor
ass.
do you go to, dude?
In the military, if you pass out, that's how they take your temperature. Is they shove the silver bulb up your ass.
Sounds terrible.
It's fun.
That's
really.
just vindictive.
That's, yeah.
So you freeze this thing, and then
you shove it up your ass.
you
I'm sorry.
you put it into your beer as you're drinking it, so
And
it
it
keeps
keeps
your
it
beer
cold, yeah.
cold while you hold it.
Oh, and then you can drink. So you just. That's actually
So it's
kinda cool.
like
It
it's like an
seals it.
invert koozie.
Yeah, it seals it on top, and then when you want to drink it, you just pop off the top, and then you can drink it. So it keeps your beer cold the
It has
entire
a, it
time
has a
you drink
lid,
it.
so you have to pull the whole
It's got
thing
this
out.
little. This is like a little where you can
Yeah,
see
you-
through that hole right there. So when you tilt it up, it still comes through.
Yeah,
How fucking long are you taking to drink your beer?
Dude,
Like, you got,
Bring
you
it
got
down
to like,
a couple
it keeps-
notches, bro.
you have to have a frozen metal rod in your beer to like keep it cold, and then you got to take.
I like
the
my beer
lid
pretty
off.
cold. And if
gotta-
you're holding it, if you're talking or
You gotta take
podcasting,
the-
it gets kind
the
of warm
lid.
after a little bit.
Yeah.
You just need to drink your beer faster because you don't do nearly as much talking as I
I
do.
mean, well, we had to wait on this punk. I didn't crack mine open until he got here, so Yes.
So
Thanks
see
for
if
doing
you
that.
if you had
You know
these,
what? Fucking
you'd be
drink your
good to
warm
go.
beer, you pussy.
Sure.
All right.
All right,
So
get a
Jeff,
half case next time.
Jeff gets to go first.
We're still in the 1 to 50. God. If you just want to look like the biggest cunt ever, this would be the best fucking present to get any douchebag.
This is like
I know what
whiskey
I'm getting
stones
you
for
for your
beer.
Secret Santa gift. I'm getting you that.
This is whiskey stones for beer. It's the most bullshitty thing. It really is.
This is so I'm gonna say this thing is
What I'm getting
probably
everyone for Christmas.
I'd
Bring it
pretty cool.
I'm gonna say $12.
for the
Okay.
pair.
Both unique.
They're both one of a kind.
They're both
Steve,
one of a
you're
kind.
next.
What's the brand?
How much did you say again?
What did I say? 12?
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the brand?
What's the brand?
That
Chilner.
matters.
Chilsner.
No. What's the brand? Who makes it?
Chilsner.
Corksicle. No, it's Corksicle, isn't it?
I don't know.
You read it in
I
the
think
description.
it's
You read it
called
in
the Corksicle.
No, Corsicle's a brand.
But
they make
but it
they
says
make like
Chilsner on the side there. I can see that.
Oh,
here.
it's sorry, it's Corksicle.
okay.
Chilsner is I think the
name
product.
of the product.
Do you have to drink some of the beer before you rape your bottle with this fucking
I would
steel
imagine
fucking
Well, I don't know.
prod?
Yes,
most
a little
beers
bit.
Give you like a good inch leeway. So
I think this will
probably
displace too much, so you need to drink
You think so?
a little bit.
Okay.
Don't get scared.
In the directions
You're
it
gonna
tells
have
you
to sip your beer a little bit to get this thing in there.
They had a video. I was gonna pull up the video so you could watch it and then really hate on it. Maybe next time.
I post the link. We need the link. That should be tweeted.
Corksicle, they make higher end like thermos and bottles and everything.
Of course, he
so
would
like
know.
thermos. Well, it's fucking product development. It's my shit. It's my deal.
All right.
I'm gonna say $39.99, just because the brand's higher end. It's gotta
Okay.
be. Hopefully, I didn't overshoot. Because if I overshot, I fucked.
Chad?
It's a real gamble.
I'm gonna go $10 less. I'm gonna say $29.99.
So I either won this or fucked it.
So you can get this for $24.45.
Damn you, Jeff.
Golden.
Damn you, your $1.
Jeff with 68, Steve with 54, and Chad with
First
53.
and second losers over there. Oh, hey, let me just say, as far as shitty gifts, my boss, who's, fucking Scrooge McDuck, and his partner, who he, rips off constantly. Guess what he gets him for his wedding present? Got him a fucking pine tree.
It's fucking epically bad.
Like one of those little tiny ones that
ones?
you can like plant in the ground.
Yeah.
Guy doesn't even have a backyard. He has a patio.
Nice.
1 star on the Yelp thing. That's what I'm saying, man. We need to know.
All right,
We need
let's
to
close.
know.
Let's
you know
close
what else
this
you
out.
need to know? Where to get in touch with us.
Nice.
Nice
Hell
segue.
yeah.
That was perfect.
Pull that through. Hell yeah.
Visit us on Twitter at Covalence and Instagram at Covalence, and you know what it
Covalence
is.
Cast.
Oh yeah, at Covalence Cast.
Yeah.
For everything. Twitter, Instagram.
Was a nice
Reddit.
segue until you screwed it up.
No one's going there anyways. Go fuck yourselves.
Go to the
They're already
subreddit.
there. All right, we're done.